Good Friday afternoon to you. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome into the Sports4CLE studios. I'm Dave Bacon. Round 2 of the NFL draft set to get underway tonight. Browns will have 3 picks, 44, 78, 99. 3 picks in rounds 2 and 3, which will be held tonight out in Las Vegas. Let's welcome in Tim Bielik from the Plain Dealer as well as cleveland.com. Tim, let's do a pro football focus simulated mock draft, second and third rounds. Browns selecting 44. For these purposes, we will not trade up. We will see what we can do with the 44th pick. Let's take a look at the wide receivers and the edge rushers and the interior defensive linemen that are available. And when we look at it, some edge rushers of note still up there: Drake Jackson, Benito, Pascal, Ojabo, Hall. The big-name wide receivers kind of have thinned out. You have Tolbert, Mechie, Watson. When you look at it, I will allow you to make the pick for Andrew Berry here at number 44. What are you doing?
If in this situation with the 44th pick, I would have the Cleveland Browns taking Drake Jackson, the edge rusher from USC. I think Jackson was a guy who really who burst onto the scene as a freshman with some great numbers. His numbers took a slide in his last 2 seasons, but I think that was more because of a scheme change. And he changed his playing weight from about 275 as a true freshman to about the 250s as a sophomore and a junior. He came up to his pro day earlier in the draft cycle and weighed about 273 pounds and actually tested really well. So I would think, keeping him at that, if whoever keeps him at that weight is going to get a pretty good player there.
All right, so we take the edge rusher at 44. Now at 78, you see who is on the board. Again, we're going to narrow it down: wide receivers, interior defensive linemen, edge rushers. As you look at this board, Pierce from Cincinnati still on the board. You see a couple of the edge guys. Dobbs still on the board. Shakir still on the board. Where are you going at 78?
I'm going with Alec Pierce out of Cincinnati. I think he's got such an interesting size-speed combination, 6'3", 211 pounds, ran the 40 in about, 4.41 seconds. Maybe not the greatest separator in individual one-on-one coverages right now, but I think when you have a quarterback like Deshaun Watson, who's mobile enough and can throw guys open, you're not necessarily worried about that. And we know Watson likes to throw the ball deep. He likes to take shots. If you have a guy who can stretch the field vertically, I think that's an element the Browns could use more of in this passing game.
All right, so we've got the edge rusher. We've got the wide receiver. Here is who is available at 99, the second of those picks. Of the names that you see going by, who do you like? Who do you think makes sense at 99 for the Browns?
That's a tough question. If James Cook, the running back from Georgia, was still there, I would take him, even though they don't necessarily need a running back right now. Although Kareem Hunt is an unrestricted free agent after the season. I would go in this spot, I guess, with Jeremy Ruckert, the tight end out of Ohio State. I think he may be underrated because his production wasn't as high as some of the other tight ends in his class. When you look at guys like Trey McBride from Colorado State and Greg Dulcich from UCLA. Ruckert didn't put up a lot of numbers, but I think that's just more of the Ohio State system than anything else. And obviously playing with numerous first-round receivers is going to kind of take the attention away. But I think he's good, very good as a receiver, better as a blocker than some of the tight ends you're going to find in this draft. And he's got pretty good hands. And I think if you want to know what Jeremy Ruckert is as a player, watch the 2020 Sugar Bowl against Clemson. He was sensational in that game, and he played a huge role in the Buckeyes winning that and going on to the national championship game.
Also played with Olave and Wilson, who went mid-first round. That will eat into your targets and your catches as well. So as we look at the summary of the mock draft that we did right now, they graded us with a B. We go Jackson, Pierce, Ruckert. I think if Andrew Berry was able to come away with that, Browns would feel pretty good. We want to know who you want Andrew Berry to come away with tonight. So give us a call, voicemail of Truth and Reason, 216-200-6650, 888-200-6650. Tell us who you want the Browns to take today in the NFL Draft. Tim and I will be along, Sports4CLE at 4 o'clock. Plenty of draft talk. We'll also look at some of the places that Jarvis Landry could be going, Baker Mayfield could be going. Whole lot of Browns and NFL Draft talk coming up at 4. Sports4CLE. Join Tim Bielik and I. We'll see you then.